Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm Lilla Rogers, an agent, and I'm with Zoe Tucker, an art director of children's books. And we know that you all have lots of questions, and we thought we'd give you some answers to some of your burning questions. One thing is, people often ask, I want to do a children's book. I want to do a pitch. How do I start? What's a good way to start? And a really great way is take some of the art that you already have, some of the characters you may have in your sketchbook or in your portfolio, and take characters. And what would you do, Zoe? How would you take these characters and get them in a pitch so someone like you would perk up and say,
Well, these characters are gorgeous. I really like them.
Helen Dardick, Susie Altman.
I think what I would ask these artists to do, they're all quite static, which, they're very still. I want to see the characters moving. So let's take this one in the middle. I might keep the character design is beautiful. I would take this design, I'd try a few different facial expressions. I'd maybe experiment with what the ears can do, like can you bring them down, can you point them up? What do the eyes look like when they're closed? Oh, these are really expressive. The ears are really expressive.
So the ears can almost be like another facial expression.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And just like work out how the body moves. So can you make your character sit down? Can you make your character run? What does your character look like when they go to sleep? And a great way to start this is just to take a look at people around you.
And sketch.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. And the same holds true with this. This is by Lisa Dijon, my artist for Land of Nod covers. So maybe a lot of you have editorial work and you're thinking, how can I leverage that?
So I think this one's really interesting because we've got a little bit more of a setting. So I might suggest is Lisa Dijon. I think again with Lisa, I'd say make the fish move, experiment with the eyes, close the eyes, use all the fins, see what expression you can do and how much movement you can get into that body. But for a pitch, what might be quite nice is to continue the story in some way. So move the fish into a different setting. Maybe there's more of a reef. Maybe there are some other fish that come in. Maybe there's an octopus or a shark, or bring some other animals in. And think about scale as well. Wouldn't it be nice if you had some smaller things? So maybe like a little sea slug or a little crab down here, and then a much bigger animal too.
And what about accessories? Could you put a little bowler hat on one?
Well, that would be fun.
Reading glasses or something.
Yeah.
And to help tell the story.
Yeah.
And we actually talk about that a lot in our course.
Yeah.
How to use accessories. Okay, Sarah Walsh. So maybe some of you do editorial work, do books, adult coloring books. What about this fabulous character? How could that be? You
Sarah,
love that.
I love this cat. I really.
If you're watching,
this is your homework, Sarah. I just want to see what story this cat has. So, he's got cute little trousers on, and I like his big pencil. So start there and think about maybe he's making a list, maybe he's writing a journal, maybe he's writing a letter to a friend. Maybe start there.
So that's what you mean by telling a story.
Telling a story. He's got a great face. He looks, because he's got these accessories, I'm thinking like, what is he going to do with those accessories? I like the idea that he could be writing a letter to a friend, or maybe he's sending invitations to a party. So Sarah, get the cat moving, and also why don't you come up with one or two little friends for the cat?
That's such great information, because you're right, I look at this, that's really cool, it's gorgeous, but you're right, it's the beginning of a story. That's fantastic. Okay.
Oh, and can I add one more thing?
Yes, of course.
So just like Sarah's got some trousers on her cat. It would be great if all the other animals had a similar amount of accessories. Like it can look a little strange if all your characters are naked, but one is fully clothed. So that's something to think about.
Because then by contrast, it looks like they're naked.
It really does, yeah. So you kind of need to balance it. So have a think about that as you go.
How anthropomorphized they are. They should be
Great
relatively equally. Are you impressed with
I'm
my
really impressed
intelligence?
with that. It's really good.
How anthropomorphized they are, it should be equally. So if they're all fairly human, they should all be fairly human.
Yeah,
unless you're playing with that, like
they need to look like
a dog has a pet dog. could be like a fun twist.
Yeah, that could be, but they need to look like they're all from the same world. If you just try and keep that in mind. And when you're looking at picture books or you're looking at animations on television, why don't you keep that in mind as you watch, because it's a common theme. We have, as an art director, I have to go through and think, do these all belong in the same world? Do they hang together?
Okay, and one last one for you. This was actually, this is by Tara Lilly, one of my Global Talent Search winners. Fabulous card. She did this for a Make Art That Sells assignment, and it got a gig right away. Gingerbread house. So let's say you don't have characters, but you love drawing scenes. Scenes are so important, not as important as characters to woo the art director. So any thoughts on that?
I think for me, I still want to see the character. It has to have a character in it. So it's great. I can see that you can do these gorgeous settings and it's really pretty. It would work perfectly in a children's book. But I sort of want to open the door and find the gingerbread man inside. So.
And a lot of artists think, well, I can just do a really beautiful environment. Give me a children's book. But no,
it does definitely have to have a character.
That's why we really dig into characters in the course. Well, that is wonderful information. I hope you all enjoyed it and start digging around in your portfolio for characters you can tell stories around.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.